We are live. Y'all better have somebody. Good
Monday morning, Monday morning.
morning. Good morning. I'm sitting here with Twig and my favorite made chai tea. I made my own chai. This is
Well, I'm just drinking some spring water.
well, that's all you can drink. Ain't you still on the fruit clean?
No, what you want me to live on the fruit cleanse?
I thought you said you was doing week two. Ain't this week two?
T,
Huh?
this would be week 3.
Oh, y'all did the cleanse again last week?
I quit the cleanse last Thursday.
Well, what about Alicia?
Alicia today was she's still on. She to go to salads today. She get to do salads, and then tomorrow she can get some cooked vegetables, and then she can go back to easing her way back into meat.
I wouldn't even ease my way back into meat. I wouldn't go
I
back
mean,
into
you
meat.
know,
Or no turkey.
it's what a person want to do. I think she just going pescatarian though.
Oh, fish.
Yeah,
Well, that's good. Because I
but
was
I mean,
looking
according to the cleanse,
right.
that's if you gonna eat meat, you can't eat it for the 3 days. Let me see, it'll be the third day. Wednesday she can have meat because the
Okay.
way I did it, I had since I extended mine, because I was gonna go 2 weeks, but I fell off Thursday because I ate some fish, and so
Fried fish, which made your nose run,
and it
your eye
had.
water up.
You see, I'm clear today.
I was just gonna say, how many times do you need to run into the darn brick wall to realize it's insanity?
Yep,
I
the
mean, you know what?
cheese, no cheese. It's the
And
dairy for me.
I ain't mad at you because I did my years of craziness too. So I understand. But it's like, damn, when do you really get it and say, how many times I'm gonna keep running to this brick wall
When
thinking
you
I'm
when
cool?
you do that fruit cleanse, and you realize the difference of how you feel, like on Thursday and Friday of that fruit cleanse, you might be feeling pain in your joints because it be pulling all kind of stuff out your body. But come Saturday and Friday, you be like I remember I was telling you, I was getting 4 hours of sleep and couldn't go to sleep. Just energy. I was like, what the hell?
How is Alicia doing with it?
Good. She did fine.
Did she stick with it through all the way through no food?
All the way through. All the way
Awesome.
through. Hell, she did better than me. Cause I snuck a piece of cheese. I had bought 24 cheese sticks before the cleanse like an idiot.
Oh, you bought 24 curd stiffeners, turd stiffeners, and artery cloggers. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
not 4, not 2, but a whole damn bag of 24.
And I was looking at them like they was drugs.
You wanted to see if anybody had moved any.
I
Wait,
I I had only eight of them.
wait,
It's no missing.
did you go around the outside of the refrigerator and inside inside outside of the shelves and like a
Shoot.
crackhead looking for a rock on the ground full of full of real.
Looking for cheese wrappers. Is that a cheese stick? Shoot.
We can talk
Morning,
about
Amma.
been there, done that. Hey,
Karen Dickinson.
Karen, y'all.
We got a
And
lot of more folk on here, but ain't
I know
nobody
it's much
chimed
people, but I
in.
don't see them.
Y'all hit us in the chat. Good morning.
Good morning, y'all. Wake it dawning. Some of them just don't want to be heard, don't want to be seen, don't want to be known.
Oh, it is well. You can still watch. I ain't mad at you. You ain't got to say nothing. What's up, Vic? Pimp Wave says. Well, I'll throw in a little sports news this morning.
What is the
My team, the Kansas City Chiefs, they just whooped all on Cincinnati's culo yesterday. Joe Burrow thought he was gonna come in there like he did last year with that old rabbit's foot and take over, but it didn't happen this year. Patrick Mahomes is going back to the Super Bowl, even though he don't have Tyreek Hill. So I'm like, come on with it. Juju Smith-Schuster got hurt, but that hurt him. But they still got a very good team. Their defense is what kept them in the game this time. The defense won this game. And the Eagles, oh my God, they are going against Patrick Mahomes. And it ain't looking too good for Patrick and them in the Super Bowl because them Eagles is ridiculous. You see Karen Dickinson say, "Go Eagles." She from Philly. Them Eagles is whooping ass and taking names.
Oh, let me tell you.
Hey, Linda.
That's football, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's who Stan Moore be doing.
Well,
Ain't
no, it ain't. You know, he's Pittsburgh Steelers. They out.
Oh,
They gone.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles.
I forgot they got two teams.
Yeah.
I forgot.
It's like we got 2 baseball teams.
They got 2.
California got 3 basketball teams and what? San Francisco, the LA Dodgers. So, yeah, they only got 2 baseball teams. No, they got 3. San Diego Pirates. The San Diego Pirates, the LA Dodgers, and the San Francisco Giants. Because what is it? San Diego Padres. Yeah, the San Diego Padres. Because I really don't follow baseball that much. Baseball is boring to me. You know, it's cool when you at the game because you sitting out there and you're drinking beer and, you know, the camaraderie of it, you know, with the crowd. You can follow every pitch and it's not that boring. But when you sitting there and you at the house, it's okay. You got to really love baseball. Baseball is cool. I like baseball, but basketball and football, you know, that's what I really be watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's quite a few cities that have more than one team. Like we got the White Sox and we got the Cubs in baseball. Then you got the South Side people that follow the Sox and the North Side folks that go against the Cubs. They go with the Cubs.
Right. I had to respond to his therapist, his doctor. Let me stop saying therapist. She far from being a damn therapist. The woman is an iridologist, a naturopath.
Look, Linda Shaw said, "Yeah, we don't want to be heard, and we don't want to be seen more than hosts of the Fifth Element."
What Fifth Element? We on the 8th and 9th element. You better ask somebody. Look.
That's a basketball for her.
Hey, Vetsky. Look, Jamal's doctor, natural doctor. I'm like, let me stop calling her therapist. Like, I'm sitting up here responding because she just texted me. I'm sitting up here responding to her first thing this morning right here, right? I'm like, I said,
what's she say? Is he coming? Is he taking it? Why isn't he taking his medicine?
No, that's his natural path.
Oh, okay.
I don't respond to his doctors. I don't do nothing with them. They in Kentucky. His doctors were killing him. Literally killing him.
You know what? And let me tell y'all something. These doctors in the South, if you ain't got the right doctor, these doctors be butchering black folks.
And let me tell you something. They'll
smile in your face and be killing you.
Oh no, Jamal. Oh no, Neela. Oh no, Turk.
And you can put this out there all you want because I got proof. I would love to start a class action lawsuit. You know, a doctor told Jackie Dawson that he was not going to see her. He kicked her out of his office, and she ended up having to get flown to Texas to see a doctor that could help her.
From Chicago?
No, she in Mississippi.
Oh,
And
oh,
he was the
that.
only doc. He was the only doctor in Mississippi that was in the thing that she needed, and
So,
he refused to see it. He said he reserved the right to to serve whoever he want because he got a private practice,
so
and
I said,
he don't work on no niggas.
oh, and in them words,
And
I
then
would have
word.
turned him over. I would have recorded him.
They have a hypocritical oath, just like a police officer.
Yeah.
They cannot refuse help to someone that need it,
And so
even if
therefore
they
they
even
stopped
now
going.
they especially if they say, oh, okay, well, we don't take your insurance. That's different. But
Well,
when
we
you
gonna have Dr. G
refuse
on here.
because of a color, that's a lawsuit.
Well, we gonna get Dr. G on here one day to tell us all about all this stuff. She bad to the damn bone. So I had to get in ad last night. Oh my God, did I snap? I ain't gonna lie. And Turk, you know, we talked, but baby, hold on. This was
That's you, T.
no
You
what?
be letting them send you off.
Last night was really a deep.
That
But
don't make no difference. T,
we,
you ain't even been at it for a good 30 days.
uh, baby, listen.
I've been doing it for the last 8 years. Welcome to the club.
Uh-huh. I'll let you know after the show. You see. But
I
anyway,
don't care.
look,
I done had.
yeah,
Well, never mind.
I said
I ain't gonna say
I said
it.
I had
Hippocratic oath.
look,
Then
yeah,
this guy.
hypocrite. Oh, she
Oh,
said
hypocrite oath. Yep. I wonder what JB is this morning.
look, she said I wonder
He
she said
must
I
be
thought
working.
you know, he's at John Hopkins Hospital. He's a
Cardiac
cardio
surgical
nurse
nurse.
cardiology, and he ain't just a simple nurse. Jonathan calls some shots, okay? And they might be busy as all get out.
Yeah.
It's been some crazy stuff going on the East Coast. So yeah, he might be super busy. You know, he been on vacation every day for the last year. Must be nice. Must be nice. Listen, I'm sitting there calling Jamal's doctor, his therapist. No, she far from being a therapist. Well, she is a therapist too, but she bad to the damn bone. She's a naturopath, iridologist, herbologist. She know the hey, she know the sugar honey iced tea. She know the sugar honey iced tea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and guess what? She know the sugar honey iced tea, baby, with a sprig of mint. Okay, I'm just saying. She ain't no joke. So I'm sitting there listening.
Y'all see T acting like she got a cameraman. When she get ready to tell a joke, then she beam her face up in like she getting a close up.
Right, I am. That's why I told you I do the show. No, I work the camera. I do the writing, the
Well, your
production.
cameraman need to be fired because he had you distorted. You be up in here. We could. Oh, is that a hair in your nose?
It better not be. I had a close up this morning. But listen, y'all, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell you, watching him, seeing my mother. Now, y'all remember I had another brother who passed in 2004. I watched him as well. Watched my mother, watching him. It's like that's 3 rips. It's no way in hell I want none of this. None of this. So it's no way in hell I'm getting ready to go back to eating any of that. Any of that. I've let the family know I'm not cooking Thanksgiving dinner for your liking. I'm cooking Thanksgiving dinner for mine. You are more than welcome to come over. It's going to be a good meal because I can cook. Okay. But it ain't going to be dressing and turkey. It might be some dressing, but not no turkey. It ain't gonna be no macaroni and cheese. It ain't gonna be all of that. It's gonna
Say
be
no
some fish.
ham.
It's gonna
You
definitely.
ain't look. You ain't got to worry about it. You might as well cook for yourself because damn it, they ain't coming. Shh. You ain't got no turkey. You ain't got no ham. Where's the turkey gravy? No mac and cheese.
Girl, that's
You
a
ain't got, wait a
tradition.
minute, you ain't got no fat back in the greens.
I ain't got
Oh,
none of
hell
that.
no.
I ain't got none of that. No
Ain't
fat,
nobody, look, ain't
fat.
nobody going over to near the house for that rabbit food. She ain't got nothing but some greens, some sweet potatoes, and, and some dressing. Mm-mm. And the dressing ain't even got no butter in it.
Cause she used that other
Ain't
stuff.
no, she got fake butter on the mashed potatoes, y'all. Something called G. They don't know that it's real butter, just
Look,
clarified.
boy say they don't know it's real
That
butter.
ain't no damn butter.
Wait, Yvette say yes, she can cook. Thank you, Yvette. Look, look,
But
listen.
but T, they might come up after they get through eating. I know you made a cake. You made a pound cake though, didn't you?
You know I'm gonna make a pound cake now, right? You already know, but guess what? I'm gonna make that pound cake with coconut flour.
Are you going to use
Eggs.
yeah.
No, I can make eggs. I know how to make eggs with seed, chia seed. You know, chia seed holds stuff together too. You just gotta let them soak. Then they
But
expand.
eggs ain't just a binder neither. That cake gonna be like it been pumping iron. It's gonna be strong as hell. That cake gonna be like, don't you cut me. You got to get a look. You got to get a
Axe,
steak knife to cut the cake.
axe. Go get yourself two, two.
It ain't gonna hurt you to make a real cake, long as you ain't doing it every week.
Yeah, I might make a real cake, but
Make a
I can
real
make
cake.
some.
It's a holiday.
But I can make some.
But
Now,
check this out.
but that's
I
what.
ain't celebrating Thanksgiving.
But that's the thing. That's the problem. Just what you just said, Turk. Say it again. Oh, it ain't gonna be no problem for you to make a real cake. It's the holiday. See, that's where
Mhm.
people go wrong. It's that one holiday when a person's been eating healthy that they can go off track. And like you say, oh, it ain't gonna kill you. You ain't doing it every day. Just one day off track can send you spiraling towards hell. I kid you not.
It shouldn't.
But see, some people's body can't take a flip like that real quick, a relapse like that. Some people's bodies break down
That's
completely
mental.
from
That's mental. If anything that you eat is
no,
mental, it ain't got nothing to do with your body. It might affect your body because it make your water doo doo because you ain't had it in your system that long,
no, it can tell you,
in a long time, and then you eat something and you be
and it
like that
might
meat.
strain your, and it might
Like
strain your
I
heart.
fried that fish, my stomach was tore up from the flow up, and
And
that wasn't nothing but from 10. What I did, 12 days.
it should have been. So I
Mm-mm.
will fry some fish. I'll fry a piece of perch for Jamal. Because he likes his fried food every now and then, but only once do I, like if I fry
As
some
long
fish,
as you're using the right oil, it's
olive,
cool.
olive oil or coconut oil, I ain't finna use nothing else. Or avocado oil
A grape seed.
or grape. And y'all, let me tell you about the grape seed oil. Please be careful when you select your grape seed oil. Read the
Your
ingredients.
olive oil too. If it's in a clear bottle, you
Y'all,
better not
forget
buy
it.
it.
Leave it. Leave the olive oil.
It
If the
ain't
olive oil,
real.
if you can see through the
And
olive
read
oil
what
bottle
you
like
got to
this,
read the labels.
leave it.
Read the
Leave it.
label of what you're purchasing because a lot of these oils are blends.
Yep. Say it
Oh,
again.
this is olive oil, but it's 50% canola. And
And that's just
canola oil will kill you.
and that's just what a lot of them are doing now with this grapeseed oil. You better read that grapeseed oil because let me tell you,
They doing it with everything, T.
grapeseed oil is expensive though, and to pay
Yeah.
$18 for a quart bottle.
Avocado ain't cheap neither.
No, olive oil ain't either. If you get some good olive oil, so you
Mm-mm.
want a secret? Go to Trader Joe's and get your olive oil or Aldi's. They got it in the dark bottles and everything. Oh
Well,
my!
Ree and Roz, they get olive oil, and I don't know who it is, but it's very expensive. And it's the same company that I get my balsamic vinegar from.
Or Moderna.
I don't know. It's in a green bottle. dark green bottle.
No, what
And
company
it
do
got
they
a
use?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. And it got an olive tree on the front, and it's 100% pure virgin olive oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's probably Moderna. That sounds like a not Moderna, like the pharmacist. Like it's like a Modelo or something like that, Modern or something like that. It's something like that.
It's the Italian word.
Yeah, Modella or some site, Modilia or some crap like that.
You
But
know, my
anyway,
dad, he got that recipe for that lasagna that he used to make from a lady named Miss Matadera. She was from Sicily.
yeah, thanks, Linda. Linda saying Neela food is good. She can cook a little bit,
But
just a little bit. Y'all better
look at
be there
events
at
say,
that.
oh my
I know some people.
God, talking
Y'all
about the
better be
cake.
there at that darn pop up Saturday. Nope, Saturday is the 4th. Pop up day, 1805 West 95th Street. I will have the flyers done today. Um,
Aldi is not the same as they used to be, T. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to cut you off, but
yeah, they changed a
all
little bit.
people need to go in Aldi's. They produce is crushing
Oh, the grocery store.
Walmart. All of them. Mm-mm.
I was never crazy about Walmart's produce. It was too seemed like mass produced,
Meat either.
like,
Meat either.
you know. Oh, I
Meat
never
either.
buy no meat from Walmart. I didn't buy meat from the regular grocery store, to be honest with you. If I wanted a piece of steak, I went to Paulina Meats and got a real
You
good,
better talking about Madudu.
yeah, Paulina Meats and got a real good cut, or Whole Foods, the meat counter, and get grain fed, whatever you gonna do.
Free range.
Right,
Yeah.
free range, grain free, whatever you're gonna do, organic or whatever you're gonna do. When I would eat meat, every now and then I wanted a filet mignon. I won't lie to you, a filet mignon.
I like that breakfast sausage they got at Whole Foods. They got some pork breakfast sausage with blueberries in it. Oh my God.
Yeah, don't think about it, Turk.
With some
You definitely
blueberry pancakes.
don't think about it, Turk.
Delicious.
You don't
Oh,
need it.
I can think about it. I'm just not going to eat it.
She said Bragg's olive oil is one of the best in the world.
Yeah,
It's actually
Bragg's the same
it's
company that
actually
make
the
the
color of
vinegar.
olives. She said it's actually the color of olives. It's greenish, brownish. The
All
brown
of it's supposed, all virgin olive oil is supposed to be that color.
that color.
It's
Yep.
not clear. It's not
No.
yellow.
No. And
It's
she
got a
said
greenish tinge to it.
this the doc.
Olive green.
This the
It's
doc
olive
telling me this,
green.
y'all. It's the doc telling me this, y'all. Bragg's olive oil is one of the best. BEST in capital letters. I know if she could put it in bold, she would have, because I have had Bragg's olive oil. Bragg got a lot of good products, y'all. I'm just here to say, okay? They got a lot.
Linda Shaw say, "Are you fixing bison sliders for the pop up Saturday?"
Oh, Italian beef, Linda. Chicken
Now
nacho.
look, she ain't gonna eat it, but she'll sure sell it.
Because I know it's quality meat, and I know what I'm getting is quality.
And
That's
the people and just cause you eat that way don't mean everybody else gotta
no,
eat that
no,
way.
I'm not going. I don't enforce, but I will have vegan Italian beef there. I just thought I'd let you know it will be a vegan Italian beef there. Okay, I just thought I'd let you know with the peppers and all. Okay, yeah, and the vegan cheese if you want it on there. Okay. And I'm gonna get a couple of onions. I'm gonna keep the onions chopped up, couple of onions chopped up, and some green peppers, just for the veganism, so that it can bring more flavor into it.
Flavor to it, yeah.
Right. And but the juice and all, the au jus. Now, the au jus is really not beef au jus. Are you are you aware the
It's
au jus?
vegetable.
It's a
Probably
vegetable.
got mushroom flavor
Yeah.
in it.
They got au jus. It's a vegetable au jus, so it ain't the beef au jus that you normally would get. And so that's one thing that I'll have that you'll be able to use on there. That'll bring flavor to it as well. It'll be the same au jus that I use on the Italian beef that you can use on the vegan Italian beef as well. So mm, I got a lot of work to do. Everybody, let's have prayer because I guess we'll be on this morning. Hey, Angela, good morning. So
Angelines.
we got some people here this morning. We getting ready to have a guest on the show this morning by the name of Miss Purl, baby. Miss Purl. Miss Purl. and she spelled it Purl. Okay, so I just thought y'all know
So
it
it's
is.
Pearl Street in Florida.
Purl.
Purl.
Yes, they got it down in Miami too, Pearl Street. Right down in the area where you're shopping and everything, the hotels, the restaurants, and all that restaurant that's been there for
They got
like.
it on the side of town where they extended the peninsula using crushed oyster shells.
By the way, let me tell people, Jay Walker, we prayed for him last week, y'all remember? He was going into surgery and all that. He was leaving to go into surgery the next day. We prayed for him. I said, y'all, let's pray. Remember, Turk said, let's pray for Jay Walker and all too, y'all. Let's keep him up, lifting him up. So we lifted him up. He's doing much better. He watching right now. He just told me he'll be on the show tomorrow, yo, everybody. In the meantime,
Cool,
in between
cool.
time, I want you all to exhale. Good morning, Rochelle. Now take a deep breath. Hold it. Exhale. Take another deep breath. Hold it. Exhale. Take another deep breath and hold it. Exhale. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Lord, for another brand new day. Hallelujah. Woo! I am standing before you, Heavenly Father, Lord, God, Jesus, Jehovah, whatever you want to call him, humbly bringing myself to the altar and everybody else along with me. And we just want to say thank you for life, for breath, for light, for love, for laughter, for longing, for living, for breathing, for healing, for deliverance, for guidance, for direction, for faith, for sight, for touch, for feel, for all things that is necessity within our lives and the lives of others. We are forever grateful, Heavenly Father, to you for all things, good and bad. Because you are not a father of bad, we know that the things that happen must happen to deliver us through, and we're forever grateful. Hallelujah. Lord, thank you once again for another day, for waking us up, for bringing us to these platforms, for sharing the love, the wealth, the knowledge, the information through these technologies. We are forever grateful. Thank you for all things and everything. And as we go about our day to day, we ask that you go before us, Heavenly Father. Hallelujah. Clearing the roads we travel, the grounds we tread upon, and the airways we may be flying through, making our arrivals of destination safe, sound, and complete. We're forever grateful. So, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Lord, give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. Ooh, for thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. 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 I am forever grateful
Amen.
for all things and everything. Good morning. Good morning. Our guest is in the house, Miss Purl. We're going to bring her on right now because we don't have, she has a lot of stuff she's doing. And I know anytime a person reaches back and asks me, well, how long will I be on there? I know they busy. They're like, wait a minute, I can't be on there all day. I got things to do. So I feel her. Let's bring Miss Purl on to the screen. Good morning, Miss Purl. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
How are you today?
Good on a Monday morning. How are you?
Hey,
Good
hey,
morning.
I'm
Good
always,
morning.
every morning, I open my eyes and take a look around and see that I'm still 6 feet above ground. I'm great.
She
I
ain't
might,
that tall, Miss Pearl. She ain't 6 feet.
I might have challenges. I might
She
have
about
challenges,
5'8", five
but
seven.
I'm still great. I'm still great through all the challenges. I'm still great. I'm grateful.
Your height don't define who you are
Oh,
to
I
you.
love that. Yes.
I was expecting to see a little old lady sitting over there.
I'm so glad I didn't explain anything, tell them about you. I just
I was
wanted
like,
He's
to
like,
oh, Miss gonna be Miss Pearl. Oh, Miss
girl,
Pearl,
ain't she wonderful?
grandmother.
so Miss
Shoot, Miss
Pearl is
Pearl,
the
young
girl.
and vibrant. Shoot.
Miss Pearl is the girl who can bring joy and love and completion to your world. She also has a twirl with a needle and thread and yarn. So Miss Pearl, I'm gonna let you tell us who you are, where you are, what you do, and why.
Okay. Well, my name is Kamaca Champion. Good morning. I own Miss Purl Yarn Store. It is at 1824 West 95th Street. And Miss Purl is a vibrant South Side yarn store that aims
Outside.
to keep knitters and crocheters and fiber hobbyists and their knitting supplies close. We offer education. We offer yarn, fine yarn supplies, so that people can have joy in their self-expression, and that's very important here on the South Side. I know I'm a South Sider, and so we know that. Particularly coming out of this pandemic, the importance of community. That's what Black and Brown people are about, community. We are about being able to create with our hands. That is a gift from our ancestors, and yet those type of creative assets are absent from our communities sometimes in a way that they are available in other communities. And it became very important to me. It's always been important to me. It's been a 15-year dream. That's what I was telling Neela. But particularly coming out of the pandemic, I realized and was able to experience myself that communities that had certain assets in place did a little bit better than those that
Mhm.
did not have investments in infrastructures and
Yes.
assets in place. And being able to have some place where you can come and be safe, that you can be seen, that you can create with your hands in the midst of a whole lot of things going on around you, being able to make things for your family and for yourself, those are necessary for a life that is thriving. And we need to be able to thrive in our lives and have
Yeah.
outlets to do so. And during the pandemic, a lot of people were looking for that. And when you didn't have that, then what did you do?
Yes. I gotta say thank you, Kamaka, for coming on early this morning because her shop doesn't open until like what 11.
Noon. I'm not open on Mondays,
No.
but I have children that I had to get to school this morning.
Oh my God! See, I
And you
love it.
know, on Monday morning trying to get some kids to school is
Yeah, because she's a young lady. Okay, see, we've been there, done that. We got grown kids, but hey, I had my days of getting up early. Get on the girl, get in that shower. Go, girl,
mm-hmm,
what you doing?
mm-hmm.
You gotta get to school such and such. I ain't been to get you there late.
Yep.
I didn't have no breakfast. What you want for breakfast?
Right.
Pancakes, bacon, and eggs. They don't want a bowl of cereal. They
Listen,
want breakfast, breakfast.
listen.
And
On
I
the
didn't think of
weekend,
that.
it's cereal so they can run do what they want to do.
And I
It
didn't think
sure
I didn't
is. They
teach
don't
my
even
daughter
eat
that.
on the week. They don't even think about eating on the weekend.
Terrified. Okay, watching TV.
Yep. Watch TV.
That's it.
On that video, on them iPads and all that mess.
Oh my God. Miss Pearl, you have a story though. Can you give us an insight of what inspired you to go into a crochet knitting facility to create a crochet knitting facility for people?
Mhm. Well, when I was about 8 or 9, when I was a little bit too, about 8 or 9 years old, my aunt taught me how to crochet just 4 blocks from where my store is. She lived in Beverly,
Wow.
and on the weekends, my mother was a young single mom at the time, and had to live her life. So on the
Right.
weekends, I would come and stay with my aunt sometimes, and while my mother worked or was out, and that was one of the ways she kept me busy. She taught me how to crochet. And it wasn't foreign to me because my grandmother, I'm sure your grandmothers did too, had sewing machines and was sewing and sewed my Easter dresses or quilts and things like that. So it wasn't a foreign thing to learn how to crochet. I was definitely interested in doing it. And that was how we spent our time together. So it was a very special time between me and my aunt. And as I continued to grow older, I didn't do it all the time, but I did, with crochet. And when I got a little bit older, got a boyfriend, one of the ways that I would calm myself in the midst of arguments was to crochet, was to crochet. When I had started having children, I was crocheting. And then about 16 years ago, I had a desire to learn how to knit. And this was before the internet and Google and all that stuff, before Al Gore invented the internet. So I couldn't, Google
Before
or,
YouTube.
YouTube, I couldn't find how to do it. And so my mother gave me a DVD for Christmas. And I said, now what am I doing with this DVD? I need somebody to sit with me, like my aunt sat with me. And then maybe I can go on the DVD and brush up. But for my initial, I really wanted to be in community with somebody to help to guide me the way that my aunt had guided me. So it took me a little time, but I was in California with my husband. He was working, and I went to a store in Santa Monica, and they had, I was, trying to find something to do while he was at work, and lo and behold, there was a knitting class. So I went to the knitting class, and I was in a room with an abuela. That's Spanish for
Grandmother.
grandmother. And so I was on a table. There was this abuela. She had all her stuff spread out, and people were gathered around just intently watching her. And I learned how to knit. I learned the knit stitch, and I practiced that stitch. We drove to Tijuana, as we were driving around California, I was practicing that stitch, practicing that little stitch, green yarn. But then I got panicked, and I said, well, what am I going to do when I get back to Chicago? I don't know if there's anything like that in Chicago. Why don't we have something like that in Chicago? So I got home, and I started looking through the yellow pages.
I remember those.
Y'all have looking through the yellow pages, and the internet was very new. Anyway, I was able to find there was a yarn store, to my surprise, and actually there ended up being several. But guess where they were? In the suburbs. And then there was one on the north side in Wicker Park on Division and Ashland called Nina Chicago.
And my God, I forgot about Nina Chicago. I think it's a hot dog place now, isn't it?
It may be now because they've since moved. They're on Chicago and Racine now, the store is, but the yarn store was right by there. Well, there's a Target across the street from there now, where it was on Division and like Ashland.
Yeah,
Wendy's.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. No, I'm thinking of
someone else.
Okay. Wait, no, that is Ashland. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking of Ashland. Right. I'm thinking of Ashland.
Yeah.
It's a hot dog place on the corner now.
Yes, that is La Pasadilla. It was right around the corner from La Pasadilla. Yeah, right around the corner from there.
A hot dog stand named La Pasadilla.
It's taco. They sell everything.
Burritos. It's the best burrito. Make your way. I'm not a paid person, but that's the best burrito. It's expensive now. Back in the day, it was about $8 or $9, but I think it's almost $20 now. But it's really big. It's steak in there. It's a really good burrito. They're very big, like two people.
You cannot eat a whole one.
Maybe like Manny's.
Is
Manny still in existence?
Manny still is in existence. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Just had to wear a bulletproof vest when you go up there, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it is not that bad over there still. That's everywhere you go.
On 115th in Michigan, it's been regentrified or something around there.
No, but
then I'm saying you need a bulletproof vest from knowing they call it Bum Town. It's where all of the Mexican cartel come to Chicago. I know
Right.
because my father knew a bunch of folks over there,
Over by
Mhm.
Sherwin Williams
and
plant.
they were, a lot of them were in the Herrera cartel,
Mm-hmm.
which is a
Oh,
notorious cartel. But they love my father for some reason.
well, there you
Okay.
go.
Miss Pearl.
There you go. Yeah.
So, can you give us a little sight into your shop? Y'all, are you at the shop?
I am at the store.
Oh, can you do your camera or do you know how to flip your camera? Now,
Let's see. How do I turn the camera? How do
I
I
can
turn it
teach
around?
I can teach you. Hit, st-
Okay.
hit settings at the bottom.
Okay. Oh,
Then
okay.
hit then when you hit settings, I want you to hit camera.
Okay.
And when you hit camera, hit you see the link that says either forward facing or backward facing.
I see mirror my camera.
Hold on, let me see something. Let me see. I gotta go on my phone. You on an iPhone?
I'm on my laptop.
Well,
Oh, oh, you're on a laptop.
Oh,
Okay,
so you can't see the back. You can't. It doesn't. It won't do
right,
that. But let me try to do
right.
like this, though. So that's
Okay, yes. So
okay.
that's the shop, you all. Okay, yeah, that's how we. This is. Oh my God. Hey, she has beautiful adornments in the shop for
I
sale.
made this. That is a crochet. That's a. This is a knit, cable knit
Nice.
shawl. The shawl that I have on, I made.
I like
Uh,
that one. That goes with my hat
this
and
is
my scarf.
this is Buddy.
Oh, I like
I
Buddy.
love plants.
Oh, I love Buddy.
But it's a bright colors. The store is brightly colored. I keep a lot of yarn from um, Chicago dye, some Chicago dyers, and then some nicer brand names. I know if you go to Michael's or Walmart, you probably get like Lion Brand or something like that. But the brands that I have here is probably like, so if you go to, it's probably a little bit higher quality than what you get from the big box stores.
Yeah.
This yarn here was dyed by an African American woman. Her name is Naima Bond, and it's Sister Ananse yarn. She created this color for my store. It's hard to see it because of the light, I guess.
Oh no, I
Pink
can
and
see the
yellow.
pink and yellow and stuff in it, and that's what your
that
store
looks
is.
magenta.
Magenta. And then this is another color that she created. And like for example, with that one, these mittens were created uh, with that yarn, with this yarn here.
Do you have mittens for sale up there?
I do not have mittens for sale.
You had no
Look,
mittens nowhere.
No, the so most of the I sell you the materials to make your
Mittens.
projects with. Knitting takes a long time, so most of the people who will make something for you would do it as a gift, because if you bought it, it would, for example, a mittens, for example. So that hand dye yarn is about $30. So that's just the yarn, and you would use a full skein on the mittens, and it probably would take somebody 3 hours to do. I'm trying to get myself back in the screen.
You will.
So so if they charge you their hours plus the materials, it's probably at least $100. And would you want to lose those mittens? Mm-mm.
look
I
at
will.
Alicia drooling.
I said.
T.
She said, "Look at all that yarn." So
Look at all that yarn.
Kamaka, this is Randall Ray Turk. We call him. He's my co-host, but he lives in Atlanta.
Hey, Atlanta, hot Atlanta.
Yeah,
Yep.
and his girlfriend lives in North Carolina, and she crochets and she builds hats and scarves and stuff, and she also does jewelry making.
Oh.
I want to show them what your mom did. Can you show that your dowel, that round dowel?
Oh, so I'll go get it.
Her, a young
No,
lady made it.
the young lady who made that is Brittany made that doll. Let me go
Yeah,
get it.
but your mom made the clothes for it, right?
Uh,
Her Who made the clothes for the baby dolls? They have clothes for baby dolls.
I'm gonna have to tell
So
Granny read about this place
this
too, so
doll
she
is
can.
made by Brittany, and
Look,
her, and you
all
can
that.
find her on Etsy, and it's
Look at this.
Favor Brits on Etsy. But this is the doll. Isn't she so pretty?
She is
Nice.
adorable, girl. Look at her.
Mm-hmm.
That is all crocheted, y'all. All crocheted. The whole dial.
Yeah.
She is off the chain. That knocked my socks off when I went into a store. I was like, look at this. This is so cute. You crocheted it. I thought it was just a stand down, but when I walked up to her, I was like, oh my God, she's crocheted. She is so cute. And then her mom, Kamaca's mother, makes children's clothes. Didn't you tell me your mother makes children's clothes, doll clothes?
She does make doll clothes and crochets blankets and things like that. She didn't work on that doll, but yes, she does. My mother's very creative too.
And
So does my mother does too.
Yeah,
his
that's what
mom,
I'm saying. It's when we opened in September. We opened September of 2021, Labor Day weekend, and since then, every time somebody comes in the store, that is when they're just wandering on 95th Street, they come in and they say, "Oh my God, I haven't crocheted." They either say, "I haven't crocheted in so many years, I've forgotten, and I want to get back into it," or they say, "My mom and my grandma used to
yeah,
make me such and such," or they showed me. Like, that is the story, and it confirmed, what I believe, that
right,
this is something that belongs in our community. It is something that we need, and that we
right,
long for. And that's one of the reasons that the store is named Miss Purl. It throws back to the nostalgia of when we lived on the block. That's where we lived,
Yeah.
on the block. And there was somebody named Miss Somebody that you went to her house to get
yeah,
sugar. You sat on her porch. She gave you Kool-Aid. She was out there working on her flowers. Your
yeah,
mama could safely send you to Miss Somebody's house. And
Yep.
that's what
yeah, Miss Neely.
that's who that store is built for.
Part of the village.
Her, of the village. That's
And
right.
that's what it was. You know what? What are your days and hours? And let me build your banner for you, Miss Purl, Miss Purl,
Yeah,
Miss.
because I got to get my mom so she can come up there and see what all you got.
Yeah.
Because my mom actually belongs to a crochet club.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
And she's been crocheting. I'm 63, and I've been knowing her to been crocheting and sewing since I've been born.
Hmm.
And she makes everything from Afghans, comforters,
Hmm.
wedding dresses, the whole nine. Prom, come June and May and prom season, don't
Yeah,
even call her because she ain't got time to talk.
I
It's
would
so
wear a knitted
creative.
prom dress right now,
So
baby. That would
creative.
knock your socks off.
Yes, so
I would
creative.
love it. Miss
Yeah.
Pearl, what is your address?
It's 1824 West 95th.
Right.
So I'm at 95th and Longwood, right by the Rock Island train
Oh,
station.
and see, that's a nice neighborhood. She will have not a problem coming there.
She right off of the Rock
She
Island.
said right off Longwood. I know exactly
Oh,
where it's at,
that's
and I
right off
ain't
the
been
French
I ain't
Creek.
been to Chicago in 12 years and know exactly where
Ooh,
95th and
I know where
Longwood
Longwood
is.
is.
Yep.
And what
Mhm.
is your what? How can people reach you?
So I'm on Instagram at Miss Purl, Purl, because that's a pearl stitch. That's one of the stitches. So it's
Yep,
Miss
knit one,
Purl.
pearl two.
It one pearl too. That's right. So a Miss
And
Purl.
I don't knit and I don't crochet, but I
Hey, but
know
you
all of
know,
the jargon.
yep.
He done been around Big
Yes,
Mama
he
too,
know
huh?
all of it. Yeah.
And his mama.
Yeah.
Miss Pearl on IG, MISSPURL. Okay.
Chicago.
Miss
Hmm.
Pearl Chicago on IG.
Yes.
Okay,
And on
all
there
one word.
you can see how we get down. We show pictures of customers working on their projects, what it's like on a Sunday. On Sundays, the store is open just for people to come in and work on their projects. No
Wow, that's
photos.
cool.
Yes, I set aside the entire day, and people come in and work on their projects, get help. When I'm not teaching on that day, but there are other people, like it's more like a community vibe. So if you don't know how to knit, you'll need to learn, beforehand. But if you already know a little something, or if you just want to come and see what it's about, it's a great day because you'll be able to meet other people. There are always people here on Sundays during the football season. We're watching the football game, so we're winding down on that. But the whole day, we are here. And we're open on Thursday through Sunday. So Thursdays I'm open 2 to 7, Fridays from noon to 7, Saturday from noon to 7, and Sunday I'm open noon to 5. And I'll show you, I do have, I have like a little bar here where people can sit
Awesome.
at the bar, and I'm trying to get it. That's the bar area, so you can sit there and get help if you want. And that's our little TV, and we have music going. Um, and it's a good time. And it's a good time.
And they have a nice crowd, not overly packed, like
Right.
where you can't breathe, you smelling somebody else's breath, not like that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? You know how there's been so many like tight enclosures where all you smell, all you breathing is not fresh air anymore. You're breathing someone else's breath. You know what I'm saying? But it was, I mean, a nice crowd, and she's got the space. She's got that training area in the back of the store, so she's got that whole length of that building of that storefront. It's
Oh, and I got a question.
Mhm.
One of the people in the chat wants to know about purchasing one of the dowels.
So that person, is there a way that I can I write right here and chat the student?
Yeah, you can put in the chat.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the person who made that, her name is Brittany, and you can find her on Etsy. And I'm writing her in right now. It's Favor Brittany. It's Favor Brits on Etsy, and you can find her on Instagram at Favor Brits as well.
And do you ship?
I do.
Okay, Lee, there's your answer.
And
Alicia wants your website because she wants to purchase yarn.
Okay, so on the website, in about a week, you'll be able to shop online at my website. But people do call me right now if they want something, and they email me at that email address, and I ship it. I can invoice you and ship it right to you.
Okay, I'm getting ready to put it on a banner, and hold on, you guys. I'm gonna put it on this banner so that you guys can have that email address. I'm gonna have it scrolling at the bottom. Okay. Hold on, wait. Shoot.
Yeah, I gotta tell my mom because I know she was going way out, like you say, to the suburbs to purchase yarn. And she used to live in Joanne Fabrics and some other place.
I used to have to go to Joanne to pick up something, and the supplies are nice there, but these are nicer. And if you want to support a small business versus a large big box, this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to do so, and to get, not just to come in. It's not just transactional here. I mean, I want your money. You know, it's a business, but my focus is on being able to help and support you build a healthy, creative outlet.
Right.
And it's accessible, and this is an opportunity for us to learn and do what we say we want to. You say you're looking for something fun to do or want to be able to relax. This is an opportunity to learn, and to learn from people who are in your community, who care about you. And it's difficult. When I had small children, it was hard for me to knit or crochet. Why? One of the reasons was because I could not afford to drive an hour to a store
and go and
knit. It would take up my babysitting time. I got to find somebody to watch my kids. Then I got to pay gas to get all the way to the north side. And then when I get there, I'm like, quick, just throw something in my bag. I got to get back home. The day is done, and so.
And then you got to pay for parking. Don't forget.
You got to all that, And then if you in a certain community, they want to ask you all these questions. How you know how to knit? What you doing in here? And and all this where you can adhere. I got the Gap band playing.
You're a crafter? Oh my God.
It's like, so,
and I bet you a Black woman created this.
I'm almost certain a Black woman did.
Phyllis Wheatley knitted. She made socks. Phyllis Wheatley made socks, and one of the first.
Phyllis Wheatley, the author?
The author who was a slave, she was knitting. They
Mm-hmm.
have pictures. You can Google pictures of her knitting. Rosie, the football player, he was a crocheter.
Rosie Greer, yes, he
Rosie Greer.
knitted too.
One of the earliest pieces of knitted garments they found in Egypt. It wasn't quite knitting as we know today, but they wove socks in Egypt, in Africa. So they was doing it all over Africa if they found it in Egypt. But
Right.
that was
Yep.
you can Google that too, and you can see it's a little. So you can see that they found remnants of weaved of what we would consider knitted garments today. They were doing it with these like spikes and kind of which almost looks like maybe the machines that we have today, but the Egyptians were doing it
Yeah, by hand.
by
Yep.
hand.
Hey, Miss Bonnie, we ain't promoting Michaels. We promoting
Miss Purl.
Miss Kamaca right here.
Yeah.
Uh, we ain't sending nobody to Michaels because Michaels ain't been on our show, so
And the Michaels ain't gonna
it's
and Michaels
cool.
ain't giving me
It's
no
all right, but
man.
we promoting small business.
Actually,
Power to the people.
sometimes they should have for the crap that they got. I
They
rather
already
spend
got
money and
money.
get some quality than to buy that crap.
Yeah,
Plus,
and she's got high end
in
yarn.
quality
You
stuff.
not you
Michaels
not
ain't.
getting hand dyed yarn at Michaels.
No, they might tell you it
It's
is.
a craft store.
It'll be fair trade. You know how they go and buy the
Yeah.
stuff from another country and bring it over here and sell it for 20 times the amount of what they paid for it, or 100 times the amount of what they paid for it. Oh no, we pay them a living wage. I looked at that. I said, living wage, my foot. A
Where
real
they living at?
Right.
in third world countries. So what's the wage? Oh, $2 a week for one item, and then you're gonna come over here with a basket full of those items and sell them for $40 one item, $100 one item that you just gave them over there their living wage for a month. Their living wage for a month was $30. Less that's $20 or $10 less than what you selling one other items for, let alone 100 of items you got in your basket. So you gave them a month's salary for all them items.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And
So
one of
that's
the brands that Michaels carries, Miss Bonnie, is Lion Brand. And Lion Brand, I did work with them to try to bring bring some of the Lion Brand lines to Miss Purl. And for a little while, I did carry some Lion Brand items, but a small business cannot compete with a large business. Michael gives a 40% off coupon. Miss Purl can give you a 40% off,
Yeah.
coupon. And some of the items they're able, because they can do
They
a
buying
large
by the
scale,
ton.
they can mark it down significantly in a way that so it was not feasible for me to keep up with that. But I
Yeah.
do have affordable. My yarn is higher end than what you would find in Michael's, but I worked very hard to make sure that if you leave my store, it was because you did not want to buy anything, not that you couldn't afford anything. I have yarn. I have prices across the range because I wanted my mother to shop here. I wanted my mother to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
My mother shopped at Joanne and Michael's at Woolworths, and I want her to be able to come in here and not feel like I priced her out. Come on now. So
Yeah.
Woolworth, girl, you better tell somebody. Woolworth
yes.
has
So
the
I know I've been in it.
best.com.
I've been in it. I'm price sensitive. I'm raising a family myself. And so I
You
understand, but
understand?
part of making
Mhm.
something, you want to make something that lasts. I mean, all of us can pull out from our trunk something that our grandmother made for us
Yeah.
that was quality and it lasted. And so I want you to
Yeah.
be able to find something that you can enjoy making, make it, and it feels good in your hand. You want to have pride in giving it to somebody. You want somebody to take it and wear it with pride and be like, "Oh my God, Neela made this for me." And
Yep.
so those are the type of products that I carry in my store. And we want to get away from just making something, this consumerism. You know what I'm saying? Where we're just
Yes.
Yeah.
buying stuff and make it. And so that's why the store is not packed either. It's not packed with the whole, I don't want you overwhelmed trying to shop
Right.
here. I want you to make a creative decision, an informed decision, and enjoy it in community. I support you while you're making it. People come in here all the time, and I give them a lot of my time and energy to show them how to make it. And when they're done, they're super proud of it and they feel good. And
Yeah.
then they want to do it again. I don't want you to quit. I want you to stay with it,
That's
because
right.
having something that you can do creatively with your hands, I cannot tell you how important that is to your well-being, to your quality
It's
of life,
calming.
It's calming. And the pride, the sense of pride, when you don't feel hope, when you feel like I can't do anything, I don't know anything, and we're living in a time where everybody on social media, everybody on YouTube, showing you how fabulous their life is, and you're wondering, what do I have? You have these two hands to build a whole bunch of stuff with, a whole bunch. It don't have to be it. I want it to be yarn, but it doesn't have to be. But there are so many things that you can do with your own two hands that we have the power to create as Black people. As Black people, creative energy runs. It is in our lifeblood.
It is.
It's
It's
in our
amazing.
system. We know how to make $1 out of 15 cents. I mean, we are the original. I mean, we can do it.
Yeah.
Y'all could probably
Girl,
tear up some bed sheets at home and knit up a sweater if you wanted to.
girl.
You have it in you. We just have to wake it up. And and
Yeah.
I'm here to help us wake it up and use it and own it so that you can be blessed and thrive. We only got one life. We got one life. And part
Yeah.
of it is to enjoy, is to enjoy it.
And you got your shop, Kamaca, and might I just want people to know she this is her business. This is where she places her time and efforts. It's not at she's not on the plantation, and and likely so, y'all know the deal. Going to work, Uncle Sam, and all the rest of
Hmm.
that. So she ain't got to deal with office politics. You know what I'm saying? All that craziness, because there's some politics in offices too. Where we go, there's gonna be some politics, something. She ain't got to deal with discrimination. She ain't got to deal with none sexual harassment. She ain't got to deal with none of that. Or people saying, "Oh, okay, that's a lateral move, lateral pay." She don't have to deal with that. Ceilings over her head. That's it. I mean, ceilings, financial ceilings over her head. She ain't got to deal with that. And that's the blessing in being an entrepreneur and ownership, is that you don't have to deal with all that crap.
It's a blessing, but I will tell you all, it is very difficult. It's
It
very
is.
difficult to be an entrepreneur and to be a new business. And so I'm so thankful that you all had me on your show, because the only way that people will know about me is really it's through word of mouth in part. It's hard when you're just starting out, and then when you're trying to do something that's a little bit different, you have to be patient. It's like planting, it's like planting a seed, and so that's
Yeah.
what trying to do here. It's
Wow.
hard for Black businesses because the resources. I mean, it took me. I wanted to do this. I was telling Neela, this is why I'm on here in part, because I was telling her that I wanted to do this 15 years ago, and I couldn't. I made a business plan. Went to the women. I did all the right things. Wrote a business plan. Did the research. Knew that it was possible, but I didn't have the funding. And as a Black woman, a first generation college student, working a small job, I did not have the capital to start this business, and it wasn't possible. And so it took 15 years, and so and once I built, and with the money that I did have to start the business, I had to use all of it. My nose is running. I get
Don't worry, ours go through that too. I'm sitting there drinking this.
when I'm on TV, I get nervous and my nose start running. Anyway, it took me 15 years to do it. And then once I had the startup money the money that I had collected, I thought it was enough. It was literally just enough to do the build out of the store. When you come in my store, the floors had to be redone. We had to paint the wall, like all these things, like close to $40,000 worth of material. That was not a loan. That was money that we had to save up, that was saved up over time. And then when you're doing a retail store, you have to put products on the shelves, and we take it for granted. When we walk in Target and Walmart every week, there's new products, and we take that for granted. But for a small business, I can't roll up on new product, every week. It's literally $1,000 to $2,000. It's a lot of money, when you have to buy it up front. It's not on consignment. Like all this product that's on the shelf, I have to purchase it and then get the money back. So
she don't do a net 30. They don't give her a net 30.
They're not giving that. They're not giving that 30. And if they were, they're not giving it. They're not giving it to a
Say that.
new Black business. You're not getting it.
It's
And
sad.
so, I'm telling you that because not just for me, but be aware when you go into a small Black business or a small minority, any small minority business, try to support them, try to give them something. If you can't buy anything, tell somebody. If you know somebody who would do that, tell them and encourage them to go, because we literally cannot survive without that support. And give us the grace, give us the grace. We are
Well,
trying.
I'm sure finna send you some customers because,
Thank
like I
you.
say, my mom is in a crocheting club,
I love that, a
and
club.
We gonna see about
so
that. Let's do a
I'm
day.
a show teller.
We need to have a pop-up day at your shop as well. So speaking of pop-up, before you leave, Kamaka, and I know you're busy and you got to go because I know I told you about 20 minutes. We've been a little longer, but I got to put this
You know
out.
how we do. We get on and we just start going. We
You
just
know how
go.
we are. Look, but Saturday, February 4th, this coming Saturday, I will be at Blue Collective or the
Oh, across the
Blue
street.
Wellness Bar. I'm doing the pop-up, the Italian beefs, the chicken nachos, and a vegan Italian beef. I will have pound cake slices, homemade pound cake slices for sale. And that it's
Curry coleslaw.
and curry coleslaw.
Ooh, curry
Girl,
coleslaw.
that Italian beef on with the curry you know how you put you know how you when you go buy the rib, they get that little cup of
Uh-huh.
coleslaw, and they don't give you that no more. You know that, right?
No, no.
None of them do that anymore. Turk
Mhm.
give you the little coleslaw.
What?
So all you eating is meat and starch, potatoes. They don't
Yes.
give you no little vegetable no to push the pork
Wow,
out
I wonder why.
because they it's vegetables and it's healing and it helps. Cabbage is a healer. It helps push a lot of stuff out of your body. Cabbage is a healer. Do your research on cabbage. Cabbage is deep. They build all kind of stuff. They build everything out of cabbage. That's what they use for oh god, I'm trying to think. Um
Egg roll,
Korean,
Chinese food,
no, the Korean
kimchi.
kimchi, right? Thank
Kimchi,
you.
yes,
Yes,
sure
that's what
is.
they make kimchi with. That's
Yeah.
going to show you how powerful cabbage is. Because cabbage restores your stomach lining, leaky gut. Use cabbage for a leaky gut. Oh yeah, and you can juice it too. It's a little bitter, but it's a good juice to drink. Anyway, we're going to be doing a pop up at 1805 West 95th Street, which is
That is
going.
my neighbor. Nadia is amazing. And Nadia makes some healing. She makes tea with her own hands, talking about make healing power in a Black woman's hands.
Yes,
She makes her
Mm.
own
she ain't no
beverages.
joke.
She's got like this, she's got this lemon ginger. It is amazing. She has this it's called a hot Nadia's hot toddy. It's really good. No, it doesn't no alcohol in it, but it's spicy. It's delicious. She's got several teas that she makes on her own and tinctures that are amazing. Healing. That's another creator. That's another thing that we can
Another artist.
in
That's
our hands.
that's us.
Yes, and,
And
and
that's
let me tell
amazing.
you,
Beautiful. And she's got like I just got one little spot. Nadia has two full
two spaces.
stores. Huge space. It's a beautiful. And when you go in there,
Oh,
you feel at peace. You feel at home. It's
yeah. And her store, Kamaka's too, y'all. It was so, I walked in her store, Kamaka's store, because I was just being nosy. I had taken my car to Firestone, and I was walking home, y'all, from Firestone on 95th, 96 in Western Turk. I was finna go back to 83rd in Peoria, all the way on foot. And so I was walking down 95th because it was a warmer day that day. And so I said, hey, let me walk. I was in good energy. I stopped in Miss Pearl's, and it just brought the child out of me again. It was so like how kids go and stuff like,
Ooh,
oh,
ooh, ooh. Say you wanted to touch everything.
yeah. I was one of them kids, and I was like, oh my god, I got to get you on my show. This is so awesome, and especially hearing her story about her aunt taught her and everything. By the way, Kamaca, is your aunt still alive?
she is. She will be 83. Oh my God, Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, does she
Ooh,
know? And
happy birthday, Auntie.
the blessing is that she's alive to see
Mhm,
the fruits of her
mhm.
labor in you.
Yeah. Pass
Through
pass through the lineage.
the
Yeah.
business. I can't imagine how she felt when she saw that you were opening up a crochet and knit store. I can't
Mhm.
imagine. I can't imagine what she felt, but that's a blessing. And to be alive and to see it come through in her niece, all the training and sitting that you guys did together, that's a beautiful thing. That
Yeah,
is a
that's a nice story.
That's a good, that's a good reminder. I didn't really think of that. think of it from her perspective, or even from myself. Like, what can I put in somebody that may show up in 40 years?
Yeah. What you doing
That
now?
literally may show up in 40 years. Yeah.
I
That's
got
so
an idea for you,
I
Miss
love it.
Kamaca. Your most expensive yarns, you keep that in a certain section, right?
Uh huh.
You ought to name it after your auntie.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that.
Honor her with that. That would be
Mm-hmm.
awesome, Turk. Wonderful.
That's a good
Because
idea.
that's amazing. And then to know that you're only 4 blocks from where you were trained in this.
Yep.
And to know how expensive Beverly is also,
Mhm.
you're girl, that's amazing. That is just, I'm just so proud of you. That is just so amazing. And I gotta tell you real quick before we close, Leslie Dinkins says, thank you, beloved, for keeping the craft alive.
Thank you, Miss Leslie. Thank
That
you.
is awesome. And last thing, Jeannie said such a blessing. That's my girlfriend in Wisconsin. She said such a blessing. Jeannie, you can get the dial on Etsy. She said I'm on Etsy now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Check this out. Let me show you how
Tell
this
Brittany that Miss Purl told you about. That's because she's another sister too. And there are days where, like I said, when not. Thank you for your kind words, because there are days where it's hard, and it's literally the words of our people, of somebody that will come in, or somebody that will say, I'm so proud of you, keep going. That literally keeps us going. No lie.
And I am. I was just so amazed, and I was. I was like, oh my
Mhm.
God.
We
I'm
talked for like, I don't know, 40 minutes. We were talking for a long
a long
time.
time. I know, right? I was like, well, I don't have to go home now. I can go back and get my car. When I
Yeah.
left
Yep.
Nadia's, I never made it out of Nadia's. I
Yeah.
went back up. They called me, and I went back to get my car. That was a 3-hour stint. So that was amazing. Yeah, Turk, that was a 3-hour stint. Had a chai at Nadia's. I had a wonderful chai.
Mhm.
And so she says, be the difference. Thank you for joining us this morning. She said favors pop up. She said favor Brit,
Brit. Mm-hmm.
Britts or BRI.
Uh-huh. Britts.
BRI, okay, favor FAVOR. Brit. That's how you spell it. FAVOR.
FAVORBRITTS. I'm
Yes.
looking right now. Yeah, F, like a capital. She has it as capital V, capital FVARVOR. Can I spell Brits?
FAVORBRITTS.
I'm about to put it in the chat. I just pulled it up on. I just pulled it up. So I'm gonna put the link. There's
And
the link right there.
oh, okay, cool. Let me put the link here, y'all.
Alicia said that's amazing. Her aunt started teaching her to crochet when she was 6 also.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's
And she wished her aunt was still here.
and
Yeah.
both of y'all aunt. It was aunts. You were trained by
Yep.
an aunt. Yeah, give your aunt that name in your store and bring her in if she's able to come and see it. That would be awesome. Oh, girl, say this is an honor of you. Oh, girl. Now I want to say this before we go, and this is it. I promise is it. Bring your people over to 1805 on Saturday and say, hey, let's do a field trip. We're
Yeah.
going to go. We have a pop-up. Let them
Yeah.
know lunch is over there, Italian
Yeah.
meat and the coleslaw. You got a $10 meal. It's going to be fulfilling. Yeah. And pound cake, you got the $3 slice pound cake, hey,
We would be there. I would
and they
definitely.
gonna have the tea and coffee or whatever they need right there in the
Yeah,
shop.
definitely get your tea. Yeah, and
Yes.
Nadia and I, we send each other, because
Yeah.
I sent you over there. I was
Yeah,
like,
you
no,
sent me.
so we and she says, because we have to do that for each other. We
We
have
Yeah.
do.
send it.
You
We
really
send
do.
people each other's way.
And I'm building up something in my mind. I want to see. I want to work with this thing with Nadia on Saturday. I can't wait to see how well it runs because it's my first time coming back out myself in
That's wonderful,
years.
and that was so generous of her too, to start
Yes,
those pop. Like, she's giving spaces to people, small businesses to come,
Yep.
because we just need a win. We need an
we
I
opportunity,
just
do,
need an
y'all.
opportunity.
just a
That's it.
space,
We
just a
really
space.
do.
And so we have to do that for each other.
We
Absolutely.
really do. And I'm looking at trying to do something even bigger with it going
Yeah.
forward. So bring
Yeah.
your people over to Nadia's on
Yeah.
Saturday. I'll be there from 11 until 5. Food will be ready to roar. Food should be ready to roar by 11:30 because if she lets me in earlier, I need to get the food bring it to warming temperature. to certain temperature. And so it takes time to do that. I can't bring it in hot because I have to carry it in those steamers, and it will make a mess in the car or whatever. I don't want to do that. And so I can get them plugged up and get it started. In the meantime, thank you so much, Kamaca. God bless you. Honor your aunt with that section of the top fabrics, yarns. Like Turk said, that was awesome, Randall. That was awesome suggestion for that. And I'll see you Saturday. All I want everybody out here to do is to remember Miss Purl is located at 1824 West 95th Street. And on IG is Miss Purl Chicago, MISSPURL.
Right off of 95th and Longwood.
Thank you, Mr. Randall. So, once you live, people who don't live in Chicago anymore still know what everything is. They be like, I know where 87th Street is. I know what Stony Island is. Y'all know where everything is. It was so nice to meet you, Randall. And thank you.
Nice to meet you too.
Listen to my story and chat along with me. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much.
And if you see a bunch of nuns coming in your place, know my mother sent them. Because a lot of her, she got about 15 nuns that's in the crocheting club. So if they start wilding in there with them habits, you'll know where they come from.
And she's old time Morgan Parker, because she was working in the Morgan Park High School's office, so everybody know Miss Ray. Everybody know her. And then Holy Name of Mary, Catholic school.
Oh, I live a block away from there, so yeah.
Where did you live?
In Morgan Park.
I live right now. I live right by Beth Eden Church is where I live.
That was my grandmama's church.
Really? Yeah.
My grandfather's church.
Yes.
My mother stays on 108th and True.
Oh wow!
I went to Holy Name of Mary from kindergarten to 8th grade.
And the Beth Edens were ran by the Reverend Keller, and my grandmother was an avid follower and supporter. And they knew my grandma real well. And then my aunt painted all the signs in Morgan Park when Dr. Pedro. Wow. Dr. Pedro lived right down the street from you if you right there on Loomis. Dr. Pedro delivered everybody in Morgan Park.
He was married to my brother's first wife.
It's history.
Her mother, I should say.
Park was one.
Dr. Pedro was married to my brother's mother-in-law. Yeah.
Oh wow!
And Morgan Park was the first black community that was self-sustaining.
Yes, the house, one of the houses on our block was owned by the first black DJ.
Daddy O'Daly.
Yeah, something like that.
Daddy O'Daly, because I did
His
ballet.
brother lived across the street from my mother before he passed.
Yeah, and I danced with Daddy O'Daly's daughter, Patricia O'Daly. She was my ballet teacher.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I did ballet for 2 years, 2.5 years actually, with Patricia O'Daly. I loved it. I danced down at the Civic Opera House.
Oh, that's amazing.
A lot of history, a lot of rich black history.
It is. Everybody, God bless you guys. Thank you for staying with us this morning. And Kamaca, thank you so much. Don't forget Saturday, y'all. And reach back and give back. Somebody out there needs y'all smile. Somebody needs to hear some kind words from you. Somebody might need support. Spread the word, you guys. Click them thumbs up, hit that like button, and share this. And spread the word to the network of people. Miss Purl's got it going on. And if you don't live in Chicago, she ships.
Yes.
Yep. Promote black business.
Promote black awareness and businesses, y'all. Okay? We really need to lift our people up. It's just sad how far and few stretched we are from having anything in communion and unity. It's just sad. And it's
stop sending the money out your community. Keep the money in your own community. It needs to circulate 13 times before it leave our community.
Right.
And we did that, and that's what our forefathers did when they generation out of slavery. They were building businesses and building communities, and that's what they did, and they continue to do it. We are very creative people.
Yes, very creative. God bless you, Kamaca. I love seeing you Saturday. I can't wait to see you.
I'll see you.
Bring the whole crew over.
Can't wait for that cake. Now I don't know if I can bring people now because I need the whole cake to myself. So I don't know how many people I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna get my cake first, then I'll call.
I'm gonna bake 3-pound cakes.
Okay. All right. Now I
So
can call some people because I mean,
I'll
those
have a
people
few
want
slices for sale, and I'll have 1-pound cake, maybe a whole cake to sell.
Okay.
I do have cake holders, and I do have cake
Boxes.
yeah, I have cake boxes and everything.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bake a few pound cakes and bring them, because a couple of people might want a pound cake. You know how people, and then she might want to have one in her store to
Yeah.
to slice down and sell herself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't know, but I don't mind, and I'll because of her, I'll give her a cake,
Mm-hmm.
because I really appreciate her allowing this pop up to go on. I really do. This is getting me started, and she just don't know what she's doing right now, because I have not had my business open since 2016. So
Mm.
to have her do what she's doing is enlightening me, and I've been out of work since October 28th. So yeah, and so it's been hard. And then I'm caretaking for my brother who's
Okay.
here from Kentucky to see naturopaths, because they don't have them in Kentucky, and he's tired of taking all that medication, and so it's a lot. I'm busy every day, but I'm gonna push through for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
I told him, I said, you gonna get your butt up. You need to get well, because see, I need you to learn how to use a computer so you can start ringing up when I open my restaurant. He said, "Oh yeah, I can do that. Oh yeah, I can do that."
He
Yes,
put his butt on the register.
Yeah.
yes, put his butt on the register. He's a mathematician, so I mean, he knows he knows numbers. He's a numbers person, so I put him on the register. You'll keep up with the data. Okay, but in the meantime, God bless you.
God
Thank
bless
you so
you.
much,
Thank you
and
so
have a
much.
beautiful day. And I can't wait to see
You
you
too.
Saturday.
Okay.
All
Bye,
right.
All right,
everybody.
Miss Kamaca,
Bye.
have a good one now.
Bye.
Okay. See you
All
later.
right.
Everybody, y'all heard that? Y'all got the information. Make sure you go see Miss Purl. It is off the chain. That little shop, I'm sorry, it ain't no little shop, Turk. That shop sucker is the size of my house and longer. She
They
got
don't have no small stores on 95th and Longwood.
that building is long. That building is long. So she got length in her space. Her space is my bedroom, this room.
They still got buildings for rent around there, huh?
Yes, they do.
Be a nice spot for a restaurant.
Yes, it would.
A nice sit down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let him do it.
So I have to tell you guys, the pop-up. Don't forget the pop-up. I'm getting ready to build a flyer today. I will have some free time on my hand, because she just said he has to stay his butt in bed all day today. He cannot get up and sit at the table. His body has to heal. So she just texted me that and said, no, don't make him go out today. I said, but we got to go to the bank and go get his stockings for, he need to get compressions fit to him. That crap at Walgreens is not, it's pushing the water up on his legs, make his leg look this huge at the top. When he take them suckers off, I'm like, no, them things ain't supposed to do that.
He need to keep his legs elevated.
Yeah. So I'm taking him to a store to get fitted, like a home medical store, to get fitted. The one I went to, they were awesome. That man was so great with me. But in the meantime, y'all, I will have this pop up. Not only will I be at right across the street from Miss Purl, they're directly across the street from each other, her and Nadia. They're some awesome sisters. But we're also gonna have Sam the sax man there, baby. Bam!
Oh, shake it, quack. All the sacks you want. It's
Oh,
going down.
you want, baby, gonna be right there at the Blue Collector. So I did not say sex you want. I said, Jeannie,
Sacks.
I didn't say sex, all the sex you want, Jeannie. I said all the sex you want. Jeannie, you know where I'm going with that one. Look, Jeannie watching. She know what I'm talking about. She know that's our little side secret. I didn't say all the sex you want. I said all the sax you want. So the sax man Sam is going to be there for me, you all. He's coming in and do a couple of songs for me, to bring joy and light and harmony to the place. It's already joy and light there, but in harmony. But he's going to bring
That
the
was
musical
a
harmony.
great idea.
He's going to bring the musical harmony there.
I'll be honest.
I wish my cousin could come. I'm gonna call my cousin and see if he's available Saturday. He has not been feeling well. The one who was on the show, Beat the Congos. He's going through some things, but some medical things. But I'm gonna see if he can make it. because he's a healer. He does his qigong and all the rest of that tai chi. He does all of that. So he's getting the spirit healing, and so we're gonna have a ball, y'all. We're gonna have a ball. What pop up be the difference in Chicago this Saturday, February the 4th at 1805 West 95th Street, right across the street from Miss Purl. This Saturday, it's a pop up for me to do my food. I'm gonna only do Italian beef because that was my staple sandwich when I had my food stand open in Inglewood. Those Italian beefs and those Italian beef nachos. So I'll have the Italian beef sandwiches and the nacho if you want the nacho,
The chicken nachos.
and the chicken nacho, or if you want the chicken on bread with cheese or whatever and stuff. Yeah, I'll have that too. So and we're gonna have a vegan Italian beef. Only a few vegan Italian. I didn't buy a lot of it because I everybody don't eat like that. So I didn't buy a lot of it because it's very expensive. That vegan Italian beef, it is very expensive. But I got a few of them because Dr. G, who's gonna be there, my brother's doctor, she gonna be there. She vegan. She totally vegan. She don't eat all that crap, and I don't blame her. And y'all ought to see her. She grew up with Michael Collier and them. She don't look nothing like they age. I kid you not. You would not believe she grew up with them. She don't look nothing. She ain't got no wrinkles nowhere on her face. With
What's her name, T?
Dr. Giselle.
Giselle what?
Oh God, what is her maiden name in Chicago? Oh God, Turk, you got me.
Cause she from Morgan Park. I gotta know her.
You gotta know her. You know her. You know her. She know you.
I know a couple of. That's what I'm saying. I know some Giselles, but if she around Mike's age, I was in high school the same time Mike was. And he was 2 years in front of me.
Right. Dr. Giselle. Sex, I love it all. Jeannie says sex, I love it all. Hey, Frugal. So, Neela, are you a home health aide? Nuh-uh. No, I wish.
Yes, she is. Yeah, she is. Not professionally, but she is right now for her brother.
You mean not payrolly? Not payrolly.
Yeah. You know, you can get paid for that if he was a citizen of Chicago.
Yeah, but he ain't. So,
he would have to have Chicago ID and be a permanent resident at your house. And the state would pay you. You know, Benny Ingram did that for Kitty, his sister, for what, 30 years?
Wow.
25 years? Yeah.
Bless
Benny. And she was totally bedridden.
Yeah. Sierra, Serena, good morning. Everybody, and we getting ready to go. Our pop-up is this Saturday.
Thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen.
I will post the flyer later today, so be aware of the flyer here on the show's site, platform, in my Element platform here, YouTube, and also on my regular Facebook platform. I will be posting the flyer. It is going to be this Saturday, February 4th, from 11 until 5 at 1805 West 95th Street in Beverly. 1805 West 95th Street. We are just right an eighth of a I put it this way, we're about 100 steps from the Metro train on 95th and Longwood. On 95th and Longwood, or Hale, whichever one you want to call it. We're about 100 steps from that that Metro train on 95th Street. 100 steps west of it. And so on the south side of the street, 1805 West 95th Street, 11 to 5 this Saturday, February 4th. It's going to be an Italian beef explosion. Italian beef, sandwiches, curried coleslaw, and pound cake for dessert. Boop! Run it, baby. Run it. Y'all be there for a sister, but the flyer will be built today. I could catch in hell trying to build this flyer. Y'all just don't know. Me and Crystal both. We could not make the damn thing open on my page. It was just not.
You should have called Lee.
No, I got it now.
Oh.
I got it now. But I'm still gonna call him.
Well, she made cards and everything.
I got to get him on his next treatment plan. I just want y'all to know God loves you. God loves me. God loves everybody under the tree with a big back paddywhack. Give you God some praise, because God kept your butt alive all of these days. Woo! You better ask somebody. And love, peace, soul, and what?
and hair grease.
Grease.
And if your scalp is itching, wash it before you condition.
Please wash it before you
Right
condition.
away. And use coconut oil. It is very good.
Yeah,
Cold
keep this.
press. Extra
Serena, come
virgin.
on up here for the pop-up Saturday. Saturday, right there at 1805 West 95th Street. Don't worry, I'll be advertising it tomorrow and the rest of this week going forward, all the way up to Friday to Saturday morning. I just love to see all of y'all. Yvette, I want you to share it amongst all your friends. I'm going to share this, share this, share this. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Serena said, I wish I could. Y'all weather too cold. Girl, come on up here. I got a fur coat for you that I don't even wear. I'm going to let you wear it just to keep you warm. It was my mama's. So come on up here. I'll let you put on my mama's fur coat.
Linda Shaw say me and you looking slim. That's because we've been on that 7-day fruit cleanse.
I'm doing the parasite cleanse. Oh, baby,
Yeah.
I've been pushing some stuff up out of me, boo. Jamal, he has had 21 days straight of bowel movements.
That's good.
21 days. No assistive, nothing. You know, nothing but the food, the natural food we're eating. Because
If you eating right, you'll have a bowel movement at least 30 to 40 minutes after you get through eating. If you eating a lot of fruit and veggies and ain't clogging it up with all that damn bread and meat.
Red meat. That kale knocked fired is but I gave him a kale salad. It knocked, and we had a vegan jerk steak wrap. It was so good. It's from Soul Vegan. And then I had the kale that they have. I told him, I said, I can make kale too though. I said, you just gotta massage it.
Linda said a poop fest.
Girl, listen, that's what parasites do. It's a poop fest. You know, they poop and then they have sex, they make babies, they deliver the babies, they poop.
All in your body.
All in your body. That's what they do. And so I'm on that parasite cleanse Turk. That's something you really should have done with the fruit cleanse. And I was telling you to go to Sprouts and get that parasite cleanse. It's only $20 for that bottle. You just squeeze it, take 2 dropperfuls every morning on a totally empty stomach. Drink a glass of water first, then take 2 dropfuls. And that's it for 1 hour before you eat or anything. Do not do anything for a whole hour.
She always want me to, just because the stuff nasty, she want me to had the nasty stuff with her.
You're gonna get used to it to the point that you're gonna start taking like I did this morning. Jamal do too. We just boom, you get used to it because it's all it tastes like is strong.
There's some nasty stuff right here.
Yeah. What is it? All it tastes like is some strong, you know what it tastes like? Strong clove. Chiaga mushrooms, yeah. Chiaga mushrooms, but that cleanse, that's feeding them. Don't put that in your body when you cleanse it, because that'll feed them.
I'm not cleansing though.
Okay, I'm just saying, never use that when you cleanse.
Well, he said if you cleansing, you don't eat no veggies. That's a mushroom. It's a vegetable.
Yeah.
That's what I ate when I came off of the cleanse.
Yeah, you got bugs in you, Linda. Everybody do. Trust me. All
from the food you eat and everything. Yeah.
Well, the dead meat.
Alicia say she saw worms in her stew.
Oh, good. That's good, Alicia. It did what it was supposed to do. It's pushing it out. That is awesome. So I saw
it looked like white string.
And that's what it is.
And we've been talking about poop for the past 3 weeks now.
And Turk was like, I had a really good bowel movement. Like y'all might not look, everybody, look, if you don't sugar honey iced tea, you'll be full of sugar honey iced tea.
Yeah, no, just get the. It's like having your pipes in your sink
Clog up. Like
clogged up, and you had to go get that Drano. Every once in a while, you got to put the Drano in your body.
not
I
that.
know when you eat something, you can feel the energy coming into your body when you clean your pipes out.
Yep. Your energy is going to skyrocket if you guys stick with the 7-day fruit cleanse. Just stick with that.
And I don't do breakfast no more. I don't eat nothing until after 12 o'clock, and it's gonna only be fruit,
That's what I do.
smoothies and fruit, and then I'll have one meal a day, and it ain't nothing but veggies and fish and fruit. I'm eating fruit all day, every day.
He finna have a bowl of beets today for dinner. Tonight, his dinner gonna be beets and salmon.
I got a mixture of cabbage and greens that I'm
Oh,
having, and some fish. Oh, and some mushrooms. I'm gonna saute some mushrooms, and I'll probably be drinking some cranberry juice or a smoothie or something to make sure it push everything out nice and easy. You ain't got to worry about no rough bowel movements or none of that stuff when you eating the right foods. Some man, this bread and meat had you clogged up. I know if I eat a steak, I have to take something to help push it out. I'll be clogged up, but I'm not eating it. No, I'm not eating steak no more. And they got 3 filet mignons in there, and I was like, I'll cook them for y'all, but I'm not eating it.
Divine say the cleanse wasn't hard at all, and I heard about you, sweetheart. Turk said you held on. You did better than him. Thank you, sweetie, for sticking to the guns. Because
it tastes good. That's the only thing about that fruit cleanse. Everything you eat tastes good.
I know. And you'd be like, damn, this is like dessert for lunch.
Look, exactly.
It's parasite cleanse from Sprouts. It's really awesome. I'm telling you. I saw these little things about this big white things in my poop. And then Giselle say, oh, did you see the little popcorn pieces in your poop? I said, yeah. She say, oh, that wasn't popcorn. That was the worm. She said that was the worm in your system. She said, yeah, that's what that was. That was the worm in your system. I was like,
and she eat healthy, y'all. And she had some.
Yeah. Because all of them hadn't come out.
So you can imagine if you've been eating barbecue ribs and breakfast sausage and ham, because they got worms that are in pork. Even after you heat it up a certain temperature, it still don't kill them.
Serena say,
oh, take a pork chop and pour a can of Coke on it, and then look at it, and just put it in enough to where you can see the top. Don't cover the meat. Just bring it up to the side of the pork chop in a bowl and let it sit for about 3 to 4 hours, and come back and look. You'll see all of the worms sitting on top of that pork chop.
There is not a Sprouts in Chicago, Linda.
And what do they call those? Trichinosis worms?
I don't know what they call them.
I think they're trichinosis worms.
It begins with a T though. Yeah, tapeworm. Tapeworms. That's what they call them.
No, tapeworms are the big ones. Tapeworms they get huge. These are very small, fine, minute worms.
But guess what? They can be tapeworms growing in your body.
But I'm talking about these particular worms in the pork are not tapeworms. They probably got tapeworms in it, but the ones I'm talking about is not tape.
No, parasites come from all food that is not real food, like meat. You're putting dead meat. Why
don't we just do a show on parasitic stuff in your body?
No, Linda, it ain't trichomosis, and they ain't got nothing to do with sex. That's sex. That's a sexually transmitted disease, trichomosis. But you could have trichomosis inside your body, you don't know. But look, parasites. We're gonna do a parasite thing. Hopefully, we're gonna
bring of worms in pork.
There's worms in beef too. Anything.
I know, but I'm just talking about the ones in trichlosis.
Trichlosis. Yeah, that's why I say.
Also called trichinosis,
They call it trichinosis.
Trichinosis, right. Right. Trichinosis. Gnosis, not Moses. Right.
And the worms are called trichinella.
Trichinella. Huh. Okay. Trichin. Oh, why they gotta have Nella in the name?
It didn't say Neela, it said trichinella.
But
Say that's close, huh?
close. Calling me a worm. Everybody, I gotta go. God bless you. She said I was close. Linda, you
And
was.
we got tapeworms.
So Sprouts is not in Chicago. Sprouts is in California. Sprouts is in Atlanta, right? Turk.
Yeah.
Sprouts is in. So parasite cleanse. Here's what I would tell you to do. I would tell you to get in touch with Sprouts. So
Oh,
Sprouts.
you can get stuff from Whole Foods from Amazon.
Yeah, you can.
And
No.
Whole Foods and
Amazon.
Spice is pretty much the same.
Yeah, you can go to Whole Foods or one of them. Oh, I tell you where you can go on the north side. What's the Fresh Time? We do have Fresh Time. Fresh Time has the parasite cleanse. Fresh Time has it. If it don't say Sprouts, just get the parasite cleanse. Fresh Time has it. And 2 drops in the morning on an empty stomach, y'all. Let me tell y'all, I have been pooping out some stuff. Now I saw walnuts and all the rest of that stuff in my poop the other day, but I still saw a couple of them little white things. Let me tell y'all, I ate chicken over the holiday. I've been eating chicken over the holiday because I fixed that for Thanksgiving, then for Christmas. And I had a steak. I had a filet mignon in December, and I had a filet mignon in November, and I had a not a porterhouse. What's the top of the line? What's the top of the line Turk? Not the porterhouse, the other one. Top of the porterhouse.
T-bone,
No, not the
New
T-bone.
York strip.
No, not them. The quality, the one that you cook
Oh,
things.
the Kobe beef.
No, you know the one you slice on the end, and slicing is always rare and it's very expensive. Oh my
Oh,
God.
you talking about prime rib.
Prime. I had a prime rib in December. So I had a filet mignon in November, a prime rib in December, and I had some chicken at the beginning of January, and it was something else. Remember, Turk, I told you, oh, I had a burger. So I had some dead carcass in my body. So I had some worms that came out. I had some parasites. Plus, I eat candy like crazy. And so that sugar will build them too.
Linda
Okay.
Shaw say she was close. She said trichmosis. She was close.
I did say trichomosis. Trichomosis. It was sexually
Yeah, she was. She was
transmitted
close.
disease, but it was almost it was yeah. So no, it don't only come from pork, Serena. It comes from everything. Listen, say I was close. Everybody, God bless y'all. I got to get out of here. Have a blessed rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time on what? Bam! In my element with Hoop Blase, Skippy, and Strop Day Bippy over there. Look, Strop Day Bippy over there. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. Peace. Bye-bye.
In the morning.
In the morning.